your cup. Good morning from the shell. Super fast.
Good morning, welcome to the morning coffee show. Let's talk from in the shell and share good vibes and good times. Good friends and trends that bend the senses. Let's get a bit senseless. Welcome to the morning coffee show, where we bring good vibes and good times. Welcome to the morning coffee show with super fast tortoise. Welcome to the morning coffee show, where we have the flow. Good vibes from head to toe.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Super Fast Tortoise Show. Squeak, squeak, squeaker, squeak, squeak. That's right. If you speak squirrel, you just understood. I just swore a lie. It is Wednesday. It is weird because Mugenfool's not here. He had to not be on today. But due to weather, and trust me, weather is weird this year, this time of year. But we got a chill house. I need to fix everything. Live people up top. Cartoon people staring at each other. There you go.
Stare down.
Yeah. So, how is everybody doing today? Is it a wonderful day for you guys?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good.
Hey, Goonish Lurker. Hey, folks, what's that?
What's up?
What's up?
Yeah,
Feeling pretty good. It's nice weather out here.
it was nice.
Sunny out here.
It was nice and sunny yesterday here. Now it's stormy and rainy and all that fun jazz.
Well,
Yeah, we're gonna have that tomorrow.
Oh no!
Yeah, it's supposed to get stormy tonight, sometime in the PM hours here. So sometime today or tonight, it's supposed to hit us.
Well, let's hope people are okay during these times because the weather is pretty dramatic in certain parts of the United States. So let's hope everything goes good for them. Everything goes spiffy, good. Want people to be happy and safe.
I don't know if what dramatic weather or anything, but they're just saying for us over here, they're saying chance of tornadoes, chance of rain.
Chance.
If you're telling me there's a chance of something, there's also a chance that there's not going to be dramatic weather. That's what I read when I read my weather in Little Rock. It said chance of tornadoes, chance of rain, chance of high winds. And so I'm a half 50-50, half full kind of guy,
Right.
So if there is a chance of rain or tornadoes or snow or whatever, there's also a chance there's not gonna be.
Right.
A chance.
You're right. There is a chance there might not be, but they're telling you just in case there's a chance there might be.
Yeah.
All right.
That's why I only trust one weatherman, and that is the weatherman from San Diego. He has the ultimate job.
San Diego. Oh man, so hope the morning's been good for you. Been productive for everybody. Today later on we're gonna talk about Tarkir Dragonstorm. We're gonna get into it, get into some of the details about it, look through some of the spoilers. In fact, one of the cards of the day is a card that people like me predicted was a card off of Miles' list of teasers, and so I'm excited about that. Yes. He believes not because he doesn't want to lose to dragons.
I love dragons.
Yeah.
Oh,
right.
I know the card of the day now. This card I'm thinking about. Oh man, is it sweet?
It is sweet. It is sweet. But one thing I want to talk about, we got the mugs done. We got them shipped off. There's a couple loose ends I need to tie in at the end of that deal with the mugs. But my next venture, which will be a lot less, will be to eventually get double-sided tokens made so I can hand them out.
Nice.
Okay, that is pretty darn cool.
That is really cool. Very cool.
Yeah, thanks to the help of AI and some skill with Inkscape, I was able to put these together. Yeah. So, I was going to go through a company that goes through China, but with the tariffs, I might have to go in-state instead. or in country in our own country.
Yeah.
I know of one.
Cool. You can send that link to me.
Yeah. I'll send you the link to you on your
Alright.
Discord.
Yeah, but yeah, copy token. I did a copy token for this token because, you know, I was trying to think of something that wasn't really a creature type that you could use a token for, that people use it for and use tokens like these in Commander more. So I'm like, this would be a cool token. It's a token on the front, and on the back it's advertisement. And the advertisement's fixed to what the channel is going to be in the future, starting probably next week. Yeah. Yeah, gonna have fun. But yeah, I really, and egotistically, I wanted to picture myself on the card, so it looked like a trading card, like a
Cool.
baseball card kind of thing. But yeah,
Nice.
yeah, cool. So that's my next venture. I need to look at the prices. Like, I'm pretty sure what I'm looking for is going to cost less than $100. So, you know, super chats welcome. Regarding today's topic, going to pull a Tony from LC sign. Nope. Nope. Hey, dragons might not be your thing, but they are mine. And trust me, this set's an anniversary. This Tarkir set's an anniversary of when me and my wife started playing Magic together. So that's why I'm excited. It's a planning a date. It's 10 years. My wife and I have been together 10 years.
Wow.
That's crazy.
And talking about
Yeah, I've been playing Magic for about 11, 12 years. Yeah, so I hear you. It's a good anniversary. It's a good anniversary to have.
All right.
Talking about sets, a set is not for every set is not for everybody.
Oh
That's
no!
right.
Oh no!
Oh no, for sure. I can't afford half the crap to do, and half the crap to do is not good enough for me. Zombie, what's up? Zombie. Zombie. What keep naming. And thank you. Congrats, buddy. Like, actually, this year, 2025 is my 20th anniversary of playing Magic total by myself. So,
Oh, nice.
because I started playing in 2005, and it's 2025. You know, but I do the math. That's like 20 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, man, I've been playing Magic for a long time, and trust me, I still don't know everything. I just have fun with it because to me, like, some people get into the collecting aspect of the game, like, really serious. And they're like, it's all about collecting. It's all about money value. And I'm like, well, dude, it's a game. And, like, I'm not gonna degrade the idea of collectability and whatnot, but I just want to play the game myself. Because to me, that's what the fun part about it. And you know what also is fun is a longtime friend of the channel, father of mine, has decided to hop in.
Cool.
Ooh, hello.
Hello, could you dude?
Good morning, everybody.
Father of mine, where have you been? It's been such a long time.
I know. It's been a long time.
Yeah, you're looking handsome as ever.
Too long, yes. Well, I'm trying to keep up with you. It's a hard job.
What are you talking about? I'm keeping up with you. You're the one ahead of the game.
Yes, that's true. Let me just do these technical stuff here.
All right. Goonish Lurker says, I remember going to the Taste of the State of Colorado in 97 when the first Portal came out. Wizards had a booth set up there, and we were giving people free starter Portal cards. I've been playing on and off since. Hell yeah. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
You know, playing on and off since means you've been playing responsibly. People don't like to think about that, but playing responsibly, you're playing when you can. When you can't, you can't.
What? You said responsibly?
Yeah, responsibly.
Is that in your vocabulary?
Not really.
Okay.
There's a song someone wrote about me. He goes, responsibility. What's that? Responsibility. Not quite yet.
Yes.
Right.
1997 though, eh? 1997.
That's pretty good. That's over 30 years.
I was playing Pokemon. I was playing Pokemon then.
Pokemon. And you know what? Pokemon's still going strong. You know, good TCGs stay around, especially when they advertise it and sell it to the right crowd. Because you know, we live right now. A lot of us who've been playing Magic for a long time, we live in nostalgia years. where we love the nostalgia and we love the fresh pack smell. You know, we love that stuff. We love it.
There ain't nothing like opening, cracking one of those packs and just sticking it up to your nose and just smell all that fresh cardboard.
Fresh
cardboard.
Yeah,
Yes. Haven't had that experience yet, but
you kind of had when you bought those precons.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess so. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yes, I forgot. See, you get old, your memory goes to mush.
Right.
Sometimes.
Billy, did you shave your head?
Yeah.
Is,
I got 1K subs.
awesome. I didn't know that. Wow!
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Did
Now
you
we're
put that on
trying.
a
Now we're trying to convince him to keep it that way. Be part of the Blvd club.
It's already beginning to grow back.
He's like, I'm bald too. We're all bald.
Yeah, we're all bald. Except for Cowboy. He has a hat.
Oh, hold on. Let me get in soup with everybody. Now we're talking. See the top line, perfect. The bottom line, there's a little too much hair there.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I'm starting to get a little blinded here by the shines coming off of everyone's heads. Can we put some covers back? Come on. My
What are
poor
you talking
eyes.
about? I need some turtle wax to glisten this up.
Yeah. Wow. Turtle wax.
Oh, perfect over the headphones. That's
Now I look
perfect.
like a wizard.
That's right.
Wizard.
Four Keeps says he's been playing on and off since 75. Can't say it's always been a responsibility though. Right? Monk! Whoa. Hell yeah, that's pretty cool.
Hey, Monk.
Time capsule. Got my
Time
mug. Thank you,
caps.
SFT. Hell yeah, you got you got your mug and a couple stickers. Time capsule.
Yeah, I'm still waiting on my mug. I guess mine's probably gonna take a little bit while longer to get there.
All right, it should be.
That went for my mug. Still waiting.
All right.
Yeah. I'm looking. I've been watching the mails the entire time, just waiting, because it's one of those packages that they'll deliver to my door, so I got to pay extra special attention. My
Right.
apartment complex is the 7 Cs.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
That's your day's
Got it.
age.
Yeah, we get a lot of pirates out here.
Yeah.
That's not good. That's not good.
That's not good. Unless
No,
you're on the
I
high
end up,
seas.
I end up sitting there watching my window when I expect an order. Anything down from like your basic food delivery. Somebody will like take that, or your if somebody's dropping something off at your door, package wise, somebody will take that. Friggin',
Well, normally when I get a package delivered, they ring the doorbell or they knock. And they leave.
Oh,
the
they don't
package.
knock around here. I live in the ghetto. They don't knock. The Amazon guy, the paper guy, the Uber guy doing your Uber Eats, and even the postman. They don't want to be in here. This is the ghetto where I'm at.
My Amazon guy will knock, but if he doesn't get an answer after a certain amount of time and it's not needing signed, he just leaves it there and walks off. My
Oh,
neighbour's
well,
quite nice
yeah.
actually, and will pick parcels up off my doorstep and then message and
Yes.
say, "I've got your parcel when you wake up."
Yeah.
My mailman won't knock on my door either.
All
Yeah.
right.
When I was raising Derek's brother, we lived in the ghetto.
So it's saying they're returning it to Cinder. Said something about incorrect address, but I put in the exact address he sent me. So
which
you might
one?
want to
Me?
call you. Yeah. You're the only one from you're the only one on this receipt that's from that town.
Wow.
Oh, weird. Okay, well, I'll have to resend it to you. That's weird that that it didn't send it.
Mm-hmm. So we'll get that figured out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
still waiting on my mug. I can
Madam
wait
Mark
forever.
Man Monk says Claudia's a chance of vegetarian meatballs. That's right. Well, I don't know if yours is delivered or not. If I don't know the last time you checked your mail. Sorry, I gotta have this receipt on low end.
That's all right. Well, lucky.
Let's see.
Like I said, sometimes the postman doesn't want to come into my neighborhood. Yeah.
Scary, huh? Wow.
All right, hold on.
I've been there.
Hold
done
on.
that.
I'm trying to figure this out for you because we can do this live. While you're
No
talking.
worries. I'm not worried about it. We can handle it whenever. I'm not worried about it. I just missing a coffee cup. I'm jealous of everybody with their nice coffee cups. Plus, I'm won't be able to drink it out of the coffee cup till Jessie gets hers too. So.
Wait, you're going to hold off on drinking out of your coffee cup until mine has made its way all the way across the oceans after you've actually got around to sending it. With the rest
Yes.
of the parcel. That seems a long time, especially since Q unfortunately broke your coffee mug.
Mm-hmm.
Please do not torture yourself. You must have your coffee as soon as that mug arrives. Christen it.
Yes.
Pour that gorgeous black liquid in there.
Gotta break it
man.
in.
I don't know. I just might wait until I do my package openings.
Right. And Coogee, dude, your package is moving slowly. It's in Salt Lake City right now.
Wow.
Completely
Yeah.
wrong state.
Well, that's because they have a lot of there's a lot of bad weather in your part of the world. You know, so
yeah.
when they're rerouting everything because of the storms and the hurricanes and the tornadoes and you know the freezing temperatures and so I'm patient. You know, Salt Lake City's not that far. Should get here in a couple days. Then
Yeah.
the weather's gonna. You know, tomorrow's the first day of spring. Everybody knows that.
First day of spring, we're getting that spring weather right now. All that rain. All that rain.
Yep.
Yeah.
Woo. All right.
Yeah,
So I'm glad I got to update you guys live. So that means 2 packages to KJ are probably coming back to me.
Oh, we'll have to figure that out. I hope they don't they give you the shipping back at least, you know, because that's weird. I just checked the address that I sent you and it's correct.
Huh.
So if it's still in your area, if you call your post office, give them that tracking number. They should be able to tell you what's up, and you might be able to revert it.
Yeah. Go to your post office. They'll find out exactly where it's at.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm looking at the. I just looked at the address I sent you, and yeah, it's the right address. I don't know.
So did Superfast send your tracking number? Because you can go to the
No, I have it now. Yeah. Yeah,
USPS.com and track it, and they'll tell you. You can do it yourself.
Yeah. There's no reason that they should have that they wouldn't have put that there. That's weird.
Well, maybe they're afraid of your neighborhood. You know, and they
That's why I've always said that. You know, I've said that before. Though I live in the ghetto, the people don't want to come in here. The postman doesn't want to come in here. You know, pretty much. Me and one other fellow that I know of. The only hippies in the area.
hippies.
Manamont says he's a veteran player since beta. That's like 93, 94-ish. Older than my kid and longer than I've known my wife. Long live Magic.
Magic.
That's right.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
I've heard about it for a long time. You know,
All right.
But that's because of Superfast. You know, I've known about it. But yeah, awesome.
All right.
So
Anyway.
Hey, Ronald Blitz, good to see you.
How you
Good to
doing?
meet you.
Good to meet
I
you.
saw
Good to
you on
meet
the
you.
show
Good to meet you.
yesterday.
Good to meet
So
you.
I don't know how long you've been on the show for. But
Third appearance.
third appearance. Well,
Three.
welcome.
Three.
Yeah. I don't know if Superfast, he probably didn't tell you, but, you know, I do dialysis 5 days a week. So I can't get on. I can't get on the show, but I can watch the show, you know. So it's It's better to be on the show than watching it, because then you can interact, and I get to disrupt the flow of the show. You know, that's my job. Yeah. Well, good to meet you.
Good to meet you.
Hold on. Oh, here we go. I'm checking out something. Hey. Oh, okay. That happened. All right. I'll have to get that fixed when it comes back. All right. There is one number wrong in your address, and that's my fault. I'll get that fixed as soon as it comes in. Well, I can fix that now on this template really quick.
You said there was a number wrong?
Yeah.
No, that's the right address.
No, I have a number wrong. Like, I don't want. I'll tell you in Discord what's wrong.
Yeah, no worries. I'd still blame the United States Post Office for sending people who are unarmed to my neighborhood.
Right. So
Yeah.
if it's still in your area and you contact them with the
No, I'll see what I can do.
with the numbers, they can switch that out for you.
I'll see what I can do.
I didn't understand that.
All right.
Talking to you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do. Otherwise, I don't know what the post office will do. Yeah.
Yeah, well, they work with you. They're pretty good. They're pretty good at working with you. You know.
Yeah.
It's better than. I mean, I think the worst one is FedEx. They're the worst.
FedEx.
You know, they just.
I don't know. I don't have problems with FedEx. I only have problems with the United States Post Office.
You turn your controller off, so it's like the PlayStation one.
It's an outdated system.
Yeah, it's very outdated. Yes.
Privatized mail is the way to go in the future, and we see that daily with Amazon, FedEx, UPS. Privatized mail is the way to go.
Yeah, but they don't. I mean, they do deliver.
The governmental post office is a waste of tax dollars, and it's they hire people who can't do their job half the time. And I'm going to be honest with you, our postman is 85 years old,
Oh, wow.
and can barely do his job. I don't
Yeah, well, the post office is privately owned but governmentally controlled.
Yeah, it's government controlled. It's government controlled, government hired. To work for the post office, you have to go through United States government requirements to even get a job with the post office, which goes down to certain types of background checks and whatnot, which makes sense. But the problem is that they're not hiring the people that are qualified to do the job. They're hiring 80-year-old people to go and deliver the mail, and they're afraid to enter neighborhoods like mine. They're afraid to enter neighborhoods that have pretty much they're putting their 80-year-old people putting your life at risk. I don't have like a person of like a normal working age who's delivering the post office. It's your Walmart greeter.
All right. I just sent you the second tracking number for the other box.
All right.
Veteran players since beta. All right, we got that. Okay. So, anyways, mind blown. now we know what we can do in the future.
Yeah.
I don't know what I did, but we need to progress with the show. We need to get to the first bumper of the show.
You are watching Super Fast Tortoise.
Put up a fight, gonna leave them all in fright. Playing Magic the Gathering on on a Saturday night. So many creatures, casting spells with all his might. Sipping on more coffee to stay awake and bright.
Alrighty, everybody. We got off track of beaten path. We had some important stuff to talk about. Certain things we had to do for me and you. That's right, you and I. Right? We're awesome. We're amazing, and we're so happy that you're here to enjoy this time with us. And we need to get back on track. There's only one person in this whole show who knows where we need to be. And in order to be where we need to be there so we can continue the show on track. Hillbilly,
Yeah.
where are we supposed to be?
Well, I think we need to go to the card of the day.
Card of the day. Combo breaker.
Oh, just the card I thought it was.
Draco Genesis Chapman.
Draco Genesis, yep.
Wow.
The red dragon omniscience. Omniscience.
Not omniscience. Rooftop Storm.
Mm-hmm.
Rooftop Storm lets you cast your zombies for free. Omniscience lets you cast everything for free.
Yeah, well, that's just what this card reminds me of.
Yeah. Why don't you read this card here, Billy?
Yeah. Dragos Genesis for 8 mana, 6 generic, and 2 red enchantments. You may cast dragon spells without paying their mana cost. Man.
Oh, nice. Ooh, that's a nice card.
Yeah. Kuji could run this in his dragon deck.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
he
could.
I would
Draco
get it
Genesis.
build a dragon deck.
That's right. Get it to build a dragon deck. Most dragon decks have green in it, so you can ramp into the 8 pretty simply, pretty fast.
Yeah, I like green dragons too, so I would run red green.
Mhm.
Yeah, I want this for the 5 color deck I'm wanting to build. Ooh, Dragon Tarkir is hitting all the right notes for me, and this is just the first spoiler we saw today.
Yep.
Oh, that's a nice card.
Yeah, so I'm excited for this. And you know what? The tracking number on this card is not wrong either, so that's pretty good.
Nice.
That was a joke at myself, my own expense. So Draco Genesis costs all that mana, lets you cast dragon spells for free. This will see play in lots of commander decks, even in dragon cubes. People love this. It'll be fun. It'd be amazing. Could you do needs buy this card? The foil, extra saucy special edition.
Yeah. Well, that'd work perfect in his deck.
Mm-hmm.
Once he got up to 8 mana, and
Oh,
play
yeah.
this,
Yeah.
and then after he plays this, he throw a dragon down for free.
Well, that's
Dragon down.
cost is pretty high. I mean, the power's pretty good, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, the cost is pretty high because most dragons are like 6/6s and above for the good dragons that you're casting.
Right.
So it's like it's going to bring down some heat. So 8 mana to get like 2 6/6s on the battlefield is pretty solid.
Yeah,
Pretty
that's
good.
pretty. Yeah, that's pretty good.
All right. So
I
now,
agree.
now let's get to some pictures of the day. Pictures of the day is MTG Hillbilly dressed for commander playing his favorite deck, Edgar Martin.
Mm,
Oh my goodness.
that's cosplay. That's right. He gets
I
all
like that
dressed
a
up
lot.
like he's
I like
going
that a
to
lot.
Oh yeah.
cosplay.
This is how Hillbilly's going to go to the Commander tournament with Edgar Markov deck. His bracket 4 Commander deck.
Yeah. Well, I looked at that and it said it could be a 3, but they still got it ranked as a 4.
You can change the ranking to what you think it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
Yeah. Then the next picture. How Super Fast Tortoise feels like when building a Commander deck.
Mm,
Yeah.
that is cool.
It's
Yeah.
a character I don't even recognize.
It's AI generated, so there's a good chance you won't recognize it. Like it might be based off somebody, but not anybody we know personally off of movies.
It looks like Ted Danson.
Kind of looks like it could be, but it's a mix of different people making a scientifically genius-looking character.
That's
working
right.
in some design.
That's right.
That's
Making impossible decks with 25 mana.
That's right. 25 mana commander deck. Jeez, how dangerous do you think I live?
Wow.
Wow. Next picture. Now the day. Woo woo. How Watsy thinks the average American who don't play Magic yet looks. They're sitting around the house. Money just doing nothing. We're bored off our butts.
Really?
Watsy thinks we just buy every expensive product they push out. That's how they think of us.
In their defense, though, the Magic community does spend a lot of money.
It's because
They spend a lot of money.
Just saying, if people didn't spend the money, they wouldn't charge it.
That's
right.
true.
Have fun at work, man. A monk.
See you, man. Monk.
Yep.
Yeah, I can see what's in now. Show me the money.
Show me the money. The money, money, money. I wish I had this kind of money just lying around. Buy Magic cards.
Are they just $1 bills or are they like higher? Because if they're just $1 bills, when you end up counting it up, it looks nice and it feels
like
nice to have, but it won't be that much.
Look how high that money's stacked. Even if it's $1 bills, you're looking over $1,000 there.
It's Euro notes, or it could
I
be.
know. I thought it was just kind of chucked over a table or something. But if we're saying that is sort of at your feet height from the floor, then hey, let's go swimming in money.
That's right.
Really?
Let's go. Why not? It's only there to get rid of. You can't take it with you, right?
Yeah, be like Scrooge McDuck. Go swimming.
That's right. That's right. It's crazy. Wizards of the Coast thinks we just surround ourselves with money, being bored doing nothing. So they're like, we have an answer for your money problems. Spend your money here, and you don't have to worry about drowning in your money.
Exactly. I think I'd rather drown.
Drown in the cash. That's
You
right.
know it.
And the last picture of the day is Iron Man cast the iconic Magic card counterspell. Applause. Counterspell.
Actually, I play some mail. No, I play counterspell.
Your nope spell. Nope spell. Like they literally need to make a counterspell that's called nope.
Yep.
People
They
would need
really
the heck
do.
out of that.
They really do need to.
Oh yeah, it'd be awesome. Like, can you imagine? Oh, check this out. All right, this is my brain thinking. Imagine you have a spell that costs a black and 2 blue, and it says choose one: counter target spell or destroy target creature, and the card's name Nope.
Cool.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool.
Yep.
All right, enough with the pictures of the day. We need to get to the questions of the day. But now, if you have pictures of the day you want to share with us in Discord, there's a spot you can share pictures of the day. You get your picture shared on here. Get a shout out too, and show your love with the channel. And with that, we're going to get to the question of the day, brought to you by Discord.
Presented by Discord. We have the question of the day.
The question of the day stems from yours personally, yours truly, and let's see what I had to ask.
Super Fast Tortoise here with the question of the day. The question of the day, right? The question of the day. If you, if you could go back in Magic's history and bring back one thing that they don't do anymore, what would that be? Like, what would you bring back that Magic did before and bring in today's world? Like, what would be cool? What would be cool, right? Let's go.
Black Lotus in my pocket.
Black Lotus in your pocket.
Black Lotus in my pocket because I got a funny story to share about that.
Black Lotus.
I was ready to end my Magic career.
Well, you gonna go upon that story?
Yes. So I'm at the local game store playing on a Friday night, and this one guy are having an argument, and the dude's like, "Yeah, I got Black Lotus." He's like, "I got 3 of them," and he's like, "One of them signed by the artist that designed the card," and I just simply go over and I go, "You can imagine what I said." And he goes, "Yeah, I'll go get it right now." Goes and gets his little leather binder. Sure enough, 3 Black Lotuses, one of them signed by the artist. And I was just like, "You are 5 feet away from me. I could just and run."
Really?
Jeez.
I didn't do that because that would end my career and I'd go to jail because that's a lot of money.
Right,
But I was what I was going through at the time in my head. I was like, because the dude was being a dick, and the other guy was being. They were both being, very obnoxious. But eventually, I just picked up my stuff and left, and I was like, yeah, it's better off I do that.
Right. So,
but I would love to own one.
You'd love to own Black Lotus. So, out of everything Wizards has done in the past, you'd want to go back and grab a Black Lotus?
Actually, I want to get a set of alpha and a set of beta.
Nice. And Hillbilly, you're going with the Black Lotus?
Yeah, why not?
Oh, man, you guys are no fun. You're like, I didn't want the money card. If they brought it back in today's world, the price of it would drop down. It wouldn't be worth as much.
True.
Yeah, true.
Right? What I would bring back, I don't know if you remember, what I would bring back if I went past and brought back something that they've done and instilled it in today's world is I'd bring back the pre-release Mythic promo.
Yeah, right? That was cool. That was
right.
Cool.
I remember going to Rise of Eldrazi promo and getting a full art, cool looking Emrakul the Ant's Torn. As my pre-release card. And then not too far before or after that. I can't remember if it was before or after. We're getting the cool art Ajani, the red white Ajani that destroys all your opponent's lands. That card was pretty cool. I loved it when we got the flashy mythics. Sure, you can have your seeded packs and your random pre-release promo, but have the one you can't play in pre-release, right? Have that one. Right? The one that's cool, like the card you want to put in your binder, put in a deck, something that is worth playing today. Don't give me all that uncommon crap. Don't give me those common cards and special treatments. Give me those old school like mythics back in pre-release.
Yeah. Now if I was going to bring back a mechanic, it'd probably be land walk. I do like the land walk mechanic.
Yeah.
Hey, Mom. I love your t-shirt, Derek. Yep. Thank you. But yeah, so that's what I'd do. Hellwheeler, is there something you miss from Magic's past that when you used to play that you would want back?
I mean, I'm not too sure what's actually been taken out of Magic and things, really, to know what may have actually gone.
Right.
Well, when I got a question for you here. When you was playing Magic, what was your favorite kind of Magic to play? I mean, what was your favorite mechanic?
I'm not too sure. I had a black and white deck, I think, was my main one, which had a really nice, cool Planeswalker. I can't remember the name of it now, but I think I tried to work my deck around that just because it looked like a cool card. But it was mostly that, and my flatmate telling me I needed to change or whatever, because he was heavily into Magic, like going off to the tournaments, and he was just like constantly going, come on, play me. So I ended up getting and making my own deck almost just to be able to, okay, I'll play you this time. All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh yeah. It sounds like you had fun though.
Oh yeah, there was definitely enjoyment to be had from it. I didn't delve into it as insanely deep as he went. He'd be spending all his money going out each weekend to tournaments, and there'd be cards littered all over his room and things. But It was an enjoyable. It was nice. I hadn't really ever played a TCG before Magic,
All
so
right.
it was a nice sort of thing to okay, that card games have on offer.
Cosmic Seeds. Thank you for being a member for 6 months. You rock. You roll. You're amazing.
Cool.
So KJ, different question for you because you haven't played Magic. What is one thing you would love to see Magic do that they're not doing that you know of?
What? Well, that's a good question. I think that what I would like to see is kind of like separating. They need to separate certain aspects of the game. Like say for example, if you're trying to create like a game like Aether Drift and you want Aether Drift to be its own thing, that they should do something like that separately, like a separate edition of Magic the Gathering. Because apparently a lot of people aren't a big fan of the little trackboard that they got.
Right.
So I see where they're going with that, and I see where they want to go, especially with some announcements that they've made in the past year. But I think that they need to start concentrating on going, okay, we're going to do this and we're going to do this, but these things that are obviously going to be controversial are probably not going to be immediately added to the main version of Magic. That's what they probably should do, especially since there's going through a lot of changes in the Magic game lately.
Changes. I get you. You're totally awesome. You know that? You're totally awesome. That was a good thought. So with that, as much as I want to kind of soak in the vibe that we're having, we need to get to the next bumper right now.
Don't forget to like this video and subscribe.
Moves, the strategies, and the flares. With the vast tortoise, is running the show. The crowd goes wild wherever he goes.
That's right. Badass songs just desire you to move around and have a little dance while they play. So, anyways. I'm sorry. Okay. I don't know what that means particularly. Rhino, you said you can't post in comments?
Yeah, to the people commenting, I wanted to respond to the
at the bottom. It should give you an option to connect your account to StreamYard, like your YouTube to StreamYard to do that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I thought I did. Yeah, I did that.
Huh. Then it might be a StreamYard thing.
Yeah. I remember we were having issues yesterday because I was doing it fine yesterday.
All right. So we need to get on track talking about Tarkir Dragonstorm. Let's talk in the show. Morning coffee. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Could you get into it? That's right. That's right. Do the little finger dance.
That's right. Little finger dance. That's right. Awesome.
All right. All right. Let me present the screen. Share screen. And let's get to this. No, not there. There. Let's get to here. Let's get to the main stuff. MTG Arena announcements March 17th, 2025. Tarkir Dragonstorm debut. Pre-order Tarkir Dragonstorm Arena. Upcoming maintenance on the 18th. Take on standard with new champion decks. Champion broad decks leave the MTG Arena store tomorrow. Tarkir Dragonstorm content recap. More details to come on Arena Champion 8 event schedule. Now join us for the debut of Tarkir Dragonstorm tomorrow, March 18th. It's the time for Dragons. Join us debut for Tarkir tomorrow, 9 a.m. Pacific time, over on the official Magic the Gathering YouTube channel or on Twitch. Magic TV will be revealing some of the cards, brand new mechanics and fancy boosters, fun treatments you'll find on set. Once the wraps up, you can follow the Tarkir Dragonstorm previews from your favorite Magic content creators and Dragon fans. Okay, we can skip the rest of that jargon. Here's some cards are spoiling. Look, they're telling you there's cards. These are sleeves for arena.
Yep.
To tell you the truth, I wouldn't run these in real life, so I don't know what they are, what they're worth. All right. But anyways, let's get over here.
Those sleeves were nice.
I just don't trust their sleeves.
I don't trust Dragon
But
Shields.
those sleeves are digital though. Those sleeves that you saw are digital for arena.
Oh, for arena, yeah.
Yeah.
Tarkir Dragonstorm mechanics returning. It's time to return to Tarkir, a worn-torn plane where elemental Tempest, known as Dragonstorm, ravaged the landscape at Tarkir Dragonstorm, spawning fearsome wild dragons. These Dragonstorms have begun appearing on other planes thanks to Omen Pass. And now everyone everywhere is threatened. The 5 clans have been reformed, reforged, and reimagined since the defeat of the original Dragon Lord. And if they can stop fighting each other long enough, they may prove valuable allies in the struggle against the Dragonstorms. Each clan has its own mechanic to help them in the fight against the Dragonstorm, along with some more mechanics from across the plains. So let's take a look. Now, Endure is an Abzan mechanic, so you find out green, black, and white cards. It says a hardy Abzan rely on the final familial bonds and strengths of their communities. Endure is like a numbered ability, like it says Endures 3. When this creature enters Endures 3, put 3+1 counters on it, or create a 3/3 white spirit creature token. So you either get a buff or you get a creature, which is pretty good value in some cases.
That is great value.
Yep.
All right. So imagine on the more rare cards, Endure will probably be a lot better. Like the more hard to get cards, because they'll probably have lower mana cost with their Endure abilities. Probably that might be a fun mechanic. Yeah, you will be able to find Fury, the disciplined Jeskai move, as one coordinated on a level that other clans can only marvel at. Centered in blue, red, and white, the Jeskai seek unity through the undergo rigorous martial training. Flurry is whenever you cast your second spell each turn, this creature deals 1 damage to each opponent. Geez, that is pretty good. For a common, that's pretty solid. It's a Goblin Monk. I never thought today I'd see a Goblin Monk, but there we go. We have a Goblin Monk.
Goblin Monk.
Wow. Oh, yeah. But Flurry cared about the second spell he casts each turn. That's pretty decent. And this is an aggro bit for the Spells Matters deck. It's a 2 for a 2/1 with haste. A 2 for a 2/1 with haste is pretty good value in general. Now I add a second ability onto that. That's just a little bit good.
Money, 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 money.
Money. Flurry is a take on Prowess. I wish Prowess would have just been on this card. That'd be pretty good. All right. Devout Duelist. Now let's get to Renew. Renew is a Sultai mechanic. These 4 Sultai never let anything go to waste. Centered in green, black, and blue, the Sultai employ necromancy, espionage, and deep knowledge of Tarkir itself to maintain their power. Don't let death be the end of your creatures. Usefulness with Renew abilities are good. So Renew. This particular Renew ability costs 3 generic and a blue. You exile this card from your graveyard. You exile this card from your graveyard. Put 2+1 counters on target creature. Activate all as a sorcery. Jeez, that reminds me of a mechanic from one of the old Ravnica sets.
Yeah, I like this Renew mechanic.
Mm-hmm. What was that Ravnica Golgori mechanic that you exile a creature card from graveyard, put +1 counters on it?
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about, but I can't think of the name of the dingo mechanic.
Yeah, I don't remember what that mechanic is either, and I should.
Oh no! I should remember it. I'm a Ravnica buff, but I don't. See, I'm trying to type in
Bestow.
No, Bestow is Theros. One of my favorite mechanics.
Bestow is like enchanting a creature almost.
Yeah. Shoot.
I'm trying to find it because my brain is you can find it on you can find it on other cards. Let's see. Scavenge.
Yeah.
Ability. So like Dreadbridge Goliath. All right, here we go. We'll show this thing. Like Dreadhorde Goliath right here. Costs 6 mana for a scavenge ability, and you put a +1 counter equal to its power onto target creature. So you exile from the graveyard. Same kind of ability, but I think the blue card right here, it doesn't care about its power. It's how much to decide to put on a renewability, like whatever creature. All right. Mobilize, Mardu color. The adaptable Mardu are consistently on the move. Their agility will always giving them the edge. Since in red, white, and black, the Mardu look to overwhelm their opponents with Mobilize. Mobilize 1 is the ability on this card, so it's a numbered ability. So whenever this creature attacks, create a tapped and attacking 1/1 red warrior creature token, sacrifice at the beginning of the next instant. Man, that's pretty solid.
Yeah.
Mobilize.
It's Impact Tremor's favorite creature type right there.
Not creature type. Ability. Ability.
Well, ability.
Yeah. It looks like Mardu might be a very aggro color in this color pie in this format. Like I think Teamer is pretty powerful. I think Mardu is going to have a good step forward with that Mobilize ability. That's pretty solid for limited.
Yup.
All right. And we got Harmonize for Teamer. Harmonize is actually the name of a magic card that's green that draws you 3 cards. The nomadic Teamer prioritizing living in concert with their environment. Centered in green, blue, and red, the Teamer form close bonds with the creatures they work alongside. Harmonize, this ability has a mana cost for 5 mana. For a green, you may cast this card from your graveyard for its Harmonize cost. You may tap a creature you control to reduce that cost by X, where X is the power of the then exile the spell. So remember the other day when I was talking about reanimator synergies and talking about spell types that synergize with command reanimation decks. This Harmonize and that Harmonize ability and the renew ability really synergize with those kind of decks. So if you're building kind of off the wall reanimator decks, having spells you can play from your graveyard as if they're in your hand are really good. And this one's a decent card. Roamer's Routine, 3 mana sorcery. Search your library for a basic land card. Put it onto the battlefield, tapped and shuffle. It's decently decent. The 2 abilities are pretty good. And that brings us to the Omens. Omens are like adventures. When Dragonstorm on seemingly every horizon, ill omens are ubiquitous these days. Omen spells give your opponents a glimpse of their doom to come. All right, so I really like the Omen mechanic. So it's a 2-for-1 spell. Daijir Island Dragon costs 5 generic and a blue. It has Skimmer Strike, which is an instant omen, and you can pay generic and a blue, and you can tap up to 1 target creature and draw a card. But then you shuffle this card into your library, so you exhaust it. Basically, instead of putting it in your graveyard, it goes into your library, giving you a second chance to cast the spell again for its Skimming Strike or casting the Dragon Side later on with Flying Ward 2. Now, I like this ability I like this better than Adventure because it really just works the physical game where it shuffles back into your library. I like that better than Adventure, but Adventure is a fine mechanic.
Yep.
Then Behold is another mechanic in the set. Took care of many impressive sites. Each one of the clans has developed a style of all their own based on a unique cultural influence, ancestry, and centuries of, oh, look, a dragon. All right. And the additional cost to cast the spell, Behold the Dragon, or pay 1. Behold the Dragons. Choose a dragon or point at a dragon that you control on the battlefield and say, I'm choosing that dragon for no reason. And you can cast the spell. Behold's kind of a lame ability, but it's pretty
Yep.
Like the reason why Behold's kind of a lame ability is if you don't have that 1 to pay and you don't have a dragon on the battlefield, this is a dead card in your hand.
Dead card. I've had some experience with having a dead card in your hand like that.
So yeah, Behold, more of a limited mechanic than anything else, but it could work. But then they're bringing back monocolored hybrid mana. Last time we saw monocolored hybrid mana was back in Lowland block. Shadowmoor or Eventide, one of the two. So this spell can cost Teamer, blue, black, green, or blue, or it can cost 2 colors, a green and a blue, or it can cost 4 colors and a blue, or it can cost 4 colors and a green, and vice versa, however you mix and match all those. I like that ability. That's really flexible for standard. It's really flexible for unlimited. It helps you splash in decks that might not run black or may not run blue, but you can run the card in that deck still. I mean, for 6 colors mana, you get a 3/3 creature. When this creature enters, look at the top 3 cards of your library. You can put one of those cards back on top of your library and the rest into your graveyard. There you go. Top deck manipulation. Pretty solid. Pretty decent. I wouldn't pay 6 mana for that ability, but 4 mana is not horrible, or 5 mana is not horrible either. And Serval's coming back. We like Serval. You got Boulderborn Dragon, 5 mana, Flying Vigilance. Whenever this creature attacks, Serval 1. Ooh. That looks like to be the main returning mechanics. Now, that I've taken up so much time on the show. The only reason why I read is I read kind of fast, and I want to get to the second part and get us into the. Let's see. There you go. There we go. Kind of gets back in the moment. So then I wanted to catch up everybody on that. What are you guys thinking about the abilities? Like, do you like any of the abilities? There's the ones you don't like.
I liked all of them except for the one that was washing your card, probably if you didn't have a dragon on the ship.
Yeah, that Behold's it's an interesting mechanic. Like, if like it would Behold would be such a good card in this set if they brought back that Changeling land. That's a Changeling, you know, or if they brought Changeling in the set, which they won't, most likely, you know. But the fact that the dragon can be on the battlefield or in your hand makes it a little more flexible. Like if you have a little 2-drop dragon on the battlefield and you cast that spell on your opponent's creature, that's pretty decent. If you don't have a dragon, if you have a 5 mana dragon in your hand and you can't cast it yet, but you want to remove a creature, you cast it and you reveal that dragon, that's pretty decent. But if you have neither or, you're just kind of stuck. Yeah. Poor Hillbilly.
Yeah.
Just saying poor Hillbilly, you know.
Okay.
All right. Now let's get to. Now we're not going to read every single card. But we're going to, you know, if you want to shout out a card as we go through this list, or you want to read a card, you can. Let's get to. Oh. All right.
Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Blue Eyes White Dragon. You got plenty of those here.
Wrong TCG there.
Oh, wrong TCG? Oh, sorry. Charizard.
Keep trying. You'll get there.
Boogie 369.
And the wrong TCG again. All right. Look, we got all these fancy dragons. Now, I'm not going to lie. I want each of these dragons on this list.
Yep.
Betor, Kendall, Shiko, Paragon of the Way, Teval, Arbiter of Virtue, Nariv, Heart of the Storm, and Urini, the Song Unending. I just want them because they're pretty cool dragons. Now, is there a dragon?
10 dragon.
Yeah, is there a dragon you guys want to look at specifically?
That one right there.
Urini. Oh, the card size didn't really change. But advertisements did. Back out of that. All right. Urini of the Song Unending. Cost 5 generic. Green, blue, red. So it's 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 mana for a 10/10. Flying. Protection from white and from black. So it has protection from the colors it's not. I read this card yesterday. I was really stoked for this. I'm like, this is a good card. When Urini enters the battlefield, it deals X damage divided as you choose among any number of target creatures and or planeswalkers your opponents control, where X is the number of lands you control.
Ouch. Ouch.
Green is a brick house.
Oh,
It's a brick
house.
house.
That's right.
What you gonna do about
Eight,
it?
yeah,
He's
8
mighty,
mana.
mighty. He's mighty feisty.
That's
8
right.
mana.
8 mana.
8 mana, but there's a chance to play it for free if you get that card of the day into the battlefield.
Oh, yeah. Now, my favorite dragon off this list right now, like I want Urini for my dragon deck and my teamer deck. That's pretty solid. But one dragon I want for sure is the Nereve, Heart of the Storm for a cube. Costs a generic red, white, black. It's a 5/4 flying. If a creature you control that enters this ability would deal damage, it deals twice that damage instead. Yeah, it's pretty solid. Like that's really good for cube. It's really good for aggro decks.
Yep.
I want the dragon.
What's the dragon?
Now, a card that's really solid. A card that's really solid that people will like unless you know how to play this card, a lot of people are going to whine about this card. Okay.
Right.
Tival, Arbiter of Virtue, costs 2 generic, a blue, green, and black. Has flying lifelink, which lifelink's important on this creature. So spells you cast have Delve, which reduces the mana cost of spells equal to the cards you exile from your graveyard. Because Delve is each card exiled from your graveyard while you're casting those spells pays for 1 generic, right? And Tival says whenever you cast a spell, you lose life equal to its mana value. The lifelink's important on this card. This card is well designed and pushes aggressive tactics in Sultai. I want this card. Hillbilly should want this card because I gave him the perfect cards for his deck, for his Muldrotha deck. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and this card would be good in your Muldrotha deck because you're milling, and some of your cards can cost less if you by exiling cards you don't need from your graveyard.
True.
No. Shiku, the 2 generic and blue, red, and white. Legendary creature, Spirit Dragon, 5/4. No, 4/5. Flying Vigilance. Whenever Shiku enters the battlefield, target non-land card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard, copy it. Then you may cast the copy without paying its mana cost. Pretty decent little reanimator for Jeskai. Pretty decent. Good for the cycling decks and that already exist and stuff. I'm only reading off the Spirit Dragons because they're important. Bentor, the kin to all, costs 2 generic, a white, green, black. Flying, 5/7, legendary Spirit Dragon. At the beginning of your end step, if creatures you control have total toughness 10 or greater, draw a card. If creatures you control have total toughness 20 or greater, untap each creature you control. And if creatures you control have total toughness 40 or greater, each opponent loses half their life, run it up. That's pretty good. All that toughness, I said power, but it's all based on toughness 10, 20, and 40. If all your creatures have toughness 40 or greater, why can't you just win the game? Seriously.
Really, that's what I was thinking about this card too. I mean, if you're going to have power 40, the game's over.
Mm-hmm. Oh well, no, that's toughness. But there are ways you can attack with your toughness instead. You're right.
Oh, true.
Right. But it's pretty good. Then we got Ugin. Ugin's decent. Ugin. We got Narset, Jeskai, Waymaster, Codis, the Fang Keeper, all out assault, which I love this card.
Yeah, I like that card too.
Yeah,
all
Dragon.
Assault.
Yeah, I like that card. All out assault.
Yeah, so let's read it then since we got people liking it. Got 2 generic, red, white, black. Creatures you control with a +1/+1. I get +1/+1 and have death touch. Just solid right there. Mwah. That card could have just had that and it would have been fine. It could have been good. Creatures you control get a buff and death touch. I mean, this can go in Edgar Markov deck for Hillbilly. Like, so good.
Yo.
+1/+1 death touch. Whenever this enchantment enters, if it's your main phase, there is an additional combat phase after this phase, followed by an additional main phase. Then, when your next attack is turned, untap each creature you control.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
It's
nice
pretty
card there.
Oh yeah.
Yes. It only costs 4 mana. 5 mana.
5 mana. Yep.
Yep.
Red,
Pretty cool.
white, black, and 2 others.
All right.
Yeah.
Now the
Yeah,
next
that's
card,
nice.
the next card I want to read is Dragonback Assault. This card is nuts. All right.
This is the card I thought you had for card of the day, to be honest.
Yeah, the Draco Genius became a card of the day because I guessed what the card based off of a zombie archetype was. All right. Dragonback Assault costs 6 mana, 3 generic and teamer. So Tempest, so when this comes into play, it deals 3 damage to each creature and each planeswalker, which is all right. But as landfall, whenever a land you control enters the battlefield, create a 4/4 red dragon creature token with flying. That is solid. You get this out and start playing lands and filling up your board. This card is nuts. I'm going to want this card for my dragon deck.
Yes, it's a pretty good one too.
Right, yeah.
Yes.
Now, going to the next line. And don't be wrong, Ugin Eye of the Storms is pretty powerful, but he's very color-centric, so I don't care about reading him right now.
Now, Elspeth is good.
Yeah. Elspeth is nuts. Like, she's gonna be standard good.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So, Elspeth, Stormslaver. Can anybody read these cards, or is it just me?
Yeah, I can read it.
Or Ronnie, read this card.
Elspeth Storm Slayer. 5 mana, 2 white, and 3 generic. Planeswalker, Elspeth. She comes in with 5 loyalties. And her static ability is what's so great about her, is if 1 or more tokens will be created under your control, twice that many of those tokens are created instead. So she's a token doubler. And then you plus 1 her, and you get to create a 1/1 white soldier creature token. It also has a 0 ability where you put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. Those creatures gain flying until your next turn. Then she has a -3 ability where she can destroy target creature opponent controls with mana value 3 or greater. And she can do all 3 of her abilities as soon as she hits the battlefield. That's what's so great about her.
So great about her. She can remove a spell on a stick. She buffs up creatures, and she makes tokens. She does exactly things that she's done in the past, but kind of combined. Like her -3 ability, her last ability is a nerfed board wipe because one of her forms of being a planeswalker, she destroyed all creatures power 4 greater, or 3 greater, or something like that. Yeah. Now, Tygam Master Opportunist is a card worth talking about.
Yep.
This is going to be a limited all-star. It's going to be a cube all-star. It's even going to see commander play. It might see standard play for those spells matters deck, especially if you're running card draws or removals. Tygam Master Opportunist costs a generic and blue. It's a 2/2 flurry. When you cast your second spell each turn, copy it. Then exile the spell you cast with 4 time counters on it. If it doesn't have suspend, it gains suspend. Now, suspend says at the beginning of your upkeep, remove a time counter from the spell with a time counter on it. And when there's no more time counters on it, you get to cast it out of your upkeep. So you get 2. So it lets you play your spells twice. Your second spell twice.
Yeah, I like this black card here.
Sipsig Ceremony. Why don't you read it?
Sure. Sipsig Ceremony for 3 black mana. Legendary enchantments. Creature spells you cast cost 2 less to cast. And whenever a creature you control enters, if you cast it, destroy that creature, then create a 2/2 black zombie druid creature token. This is the type of card I would want to, give to my opponents.
Well, it's good in certain zombie decks too, because like reanimator decks, you cast the creature spell, it dies, you get a 2/2 token, they reanimate the creature.
Very true.
Goodish Looker. Do you all know if they're going with serialized or special kind of foiling? They're doing special kind of foiling in the collector's box, and they're going to be a serialized mox in the collector's box too.
Yep, they do have a serialized card.
Yeah, 500 serialized moxes.
Yep.
Kevin Hain, what's up? Going to Dracogenius is very powerful. Going to get it. Yeah, I love it.
Oh, yeah.
There are both serialized and several types of foiling in the set. That is very true.
Yep.
All right, now let's get back to
Critical.
So you got Dracogenius. that we talked about. Then we got Dracogenesis. We got Crit Hoof Behemoth is a solid reprint. I want to get a copy of this for my teamer deck for sure.
Ooh.
That's a good deck. A good card.
Oh, yeah.
Need a reprint. But we know what those cards do, so we're going to go down. Now here we got this list of cards. The one card I want to read this card. I don't know if there's another card you want to read off this roster. Is Surrak Elusive Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
Surrak Elusive Hunter costs 2 generic and green. It's a 4/3. Can't be countered. Trample. Whenever creature you control or creature spell you control becomes a target of spell or ability and opponent controls, draw a card.
Yeah, I like Smile at Death.
You smell at death. Nice. When I read that card.
Smile at Death costs 3 generic and 2 whites enchantment. At the beginning of your upkeep, return up to 2 target creature cards with power 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Then put a +1 counter on each of those creatures. So it's an instant reanimator for weenie creatures, power 2 creatures. Very good.
Right. No. One thing I want to note is Storm Skill Scion. I think we'll see standard play. This 6 mana 4/4 with other dragons control get +1/+1. I think you'll see standard play when someone perfects the dragon deck and plays Dracogenesis. Because you can make copies off Storm off playing the dragons from your hand and get multiple copies of this off the free copies of the dragons you control. So we'll see how that works. It might not be the top tier deck, but it'd be a fun deck to see.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right, now we're going to go down this list. And we got Anafenza Undying Lineage, Aegis Sculptor, Kasari Revenant. Kasari Revenant is pretty decent. Sarkhan Dragon Ascendant and Bloom Vine Regent. Ooh.
Decent.
Yeah.
I think Kasari Revenant is a great card.
Well, you probably think it's a great card because it's a vampire.
Well, not only that, it's because, it costs 1 and 2 black with Flying Death Touch and Lifelink. And it has a new ability called Renew for 2 in the black. So once this creature dies, you can pay that 2 in the black and give a creature Death Touch, Lifelink, and Flying.
All right. That's why I think it's decent because, that ability is all dependent on your board state.
True.
Yeah. But it's still a good vampire. I mean, it's a better vampire now.
Oh, yeah.
It's a 3 mana 3/3 vampire with Flying, Death Touch, and Lifelink. That's what you really care about at the end of the day when limited. Renew is just, futuristic. It's there as a second option because we always like being able to play cards from our graveyard. So that's what makes that card decent. I'm not saying it's bad. That's just it's decent. But it is a good card. It's a vampire card, too. You probably want to get a copy for your vampire deck.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Voice of Victory, Urini's Rebuff, Coordinated Dragonstorm, Magnetic Hellkite, Rite of Renewal. Any card you guys want to read off this list?
No.
Yeah. Well, I think Voice of Victory is worth looking at. Generic and white. Creature Human Bard, mobilize 2. 1 attacks. You get 2/1 white warrior creature tokens. These that are tapped and attacking. It says your opponents can't cast spells during your turn.
Interesting.
All right. Then let's scroll down. United Battlefront, which is solid. And you liked what's that green card? You just pulled the special one not too long ago, Hillbilly. Cost 4 mana.
And, I know what you're talking about.
Right.
Genesis Wave?
Not Genesis Wave. No, it's one that looks for creatures with power 3 or less.
Oh,
and
yeah.
puts them in the battle.
That's a good one.
This one's one's different, the white version of it, but I don't think it looks for creatures. Got 3 generic and a white. So look at the top 7 cards of your library. Put up to 2 non-creature, non-land permanent cards with mana value 3 or less from among them onto the battlefield. Put the rest on the bottom of this library in any order. So this one basically does what the card I'm talking about, which I can't think of the name. But that one deals with creatures. This deals with like artifacts, enchantments, planeswalkers. It's really solid. Like
this is a This is a very good reveal.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be solid. Oh, weird. I never come across a serialized myself. The luckiest I've gotten is recent years of foiled poster of a Wolverine. Nah, right. Serial cards are hard to get. But anyways, continuing on. You got some, like, this is a promo stack snare, this version of the card, but it's a card. You got some decent cards. You got stack snare, Tarkir, Island, Dragon, Yothman, Tom's Guard, Sunset, Strike Master, Sarkhan's Resolve. You got some decent cards here. Playable.
Yeah, I was wondering because of the icons, the set icon.
Yep.
It's different. I was thinking these are promos.
Yeah, that star icon's usually just on promos.
Wow.
That star icon. I used to be part of the logo back in the day, and they just separated it. You got Duty Beyond Death, Riverwalk Technique, Strategic Betrayal. It's a pretty good one. Target opponent exiles a creature they control and their graveyard. So they get to choose which creature they exile, I believe. And their graveyard is gone. Pretty solid little card. People play that commander.
Oh, yeah. Definitely me.
Yep. You're going to have some multicolored omens here. Counterattack spells, mana value 2 or less here. Roamer's Routine. Nothing fancy here in this bottom end.
Oh, hold on. What? How could you just scroll right past that?
The cat?
The kitty.
It's a kitty. That's
awesome.
It's a rescue
Special
leopard.
card.
Whenever this creature becomes tapped, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. It's a aggro card. It's pretty decent.
Yeah. I've seen another.
You get him, kitty.
Don't tell Hellwheeler. I've seen another cat. It was a green cat.
Like right there.
Hidden in the foliage.
No. This one will see play. 2 mana, 2/2 vigilance. Sacrifices creature. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. Pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
2 more kitties. Now I'm trying to get to the multicolored spells because there's some good cards here. All right.
Oh yeah.
So like this Awaken the Honored Dead is just good for its first ability right off the bat. Soul Tie, black, blue, green. First ability is destroy target non-permanent. It mills 3 cards for the second chapter. Third chapter is you may discard a card. When you do, return target creature card from your guard to your hand, which is all fine. You're only playing this for the removal spell. Everything else is just sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Teamer Battle Crier. It says during your turn, spells you cast cost 1 less to cast for each creature you control with power 4 greater. Pretty decent.
Mm.
But what I'm excited for is this Frostcliff Siege. All right.
I was just reading that. Yes, I was.
Yeah. If you want to read it, you can. No one's stopping you.
Let me see. I gotta get closer to it. All right. For Frostcliff Siege, an enchantment cost a generic, a red, and a blue. As this enters the battlefield, choose Jeskai or Teamer. Teamer. Jeskai, whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, draw a card. Teamer, creatures you control get +1/0 and have trample and haste. Oh yeah.
Yeah, such a card.
So when you play this, you can only choose. So you have a choice. You either choose Jeskai or Teamer, right?
Oh yeah. In standard, you can have 2 of these out with 2 different abilities chosen. In commander, this is such a solid card for the Teamer deck, for the 5-color deck. Giving all your creatures haste is pretty good, or giving all your creatures the ability to draw a card and deal combat damage is going to be nuts.
Oh yeah,
I want this card. You hear me, everybody? I want this card. Tell you what, when everybody opens their packs, just send me your copies of Frostcliff, and I'll be okay.
Oh, I like that removal card too.
Oh, which one?
Inevitable defeat. This spell can't be countered. Exile target non-land permanent. It's right there next. Yeah, that's really nice. It can't be countered. It lose 3 life, and you gain 3 life. Yeah, that's great.
Yep, that's 3 spells attached to one. It's exile target non-permanent, which is black. black, white. Then it has control gains your life, which is Boros, and target player gains your life, so Boros. Lightning Helix and a removal spell.
That's a great card.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yep. Now here's a good card that will see play. Like I want a couple copies for a couple decks.
Yeah, me too.
Oriole Procession. Green blue instant. Return target card from your graveyard to your hand. Simple.
Just like a regrowth.
And it does not exile itself. That's the important part there.
Yeah. That Death Touch Orc Warrior is pretty good too. I just read that.
Oh yeah.
It essentially has
Battle Cry on it.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah, it's pretty solid. When you attack with a creature, it gets +X until turn, where X is the number of attacking creatures, so it cares about you attacking.
Nice.
Orzhov. What makes it good is Orzhov has that mobilize ability that works well in tandem with this.
Yep.
And they got a Rhino.
Rhino.
If you're gonna get
Well, really quick, I want to talk about Rakshaka's bargain, because this card is pretty dope. It costs blue, green, black, or 2 hybrid, all that complicated stuff that you can figure out. So look at the top 4 cards of your library, put 2 of them into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. It's top decking. Top deck.
Oh, yeah.
Then you got Skirmish Rhino, which is a siege rhino, but not as powerful, but it's going to be powerful and limited for sure. Green, white, black, 3/4 trample. When this creature enters, each opponent loses life and gains life. It's siege rhino, but smaller. It's baby rhino. All right, then you got more of this stuff. Let's get to some color spells. We're seeing a return of the monuments. That's pretty good. We like their monuments. The original ones had pictures of dragons on them back in the day. You got Mox Jasper that's coming out. The monuments all turn into creatures if you pay mana. Got Watcher of the Wayside, which is pretty solid card. 3 mana. When the creature enters, target player mills 2 cards and gain 2 life. Pretty solid. It's 3/2 creature. And you got Boulderborn Dragon, Flying Vigilance. Whenever this creature attacks, survival 1. Pretty solid. Just a filler card that's pretty decent. But look at the Maelstrom of the Spirit Dragon. Ooh, Hillbilly. Why don't you read this card off? It's pretty spicy.
Oh, yeah. The Maelstrom of the Spirit Dragon, and it's a land. You tap it for a colorless, or you tap it at 1 mana of any color, spend this only to cast a dragon spell or an omen spell.
Oh.
And it has another ability where you pay 4, tap it, sacrifice the land, and search your library for a dragon card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle your library.
Hell yeah. Pretty solid. Love it. Love it. I love it. It's pretty solid. It's going to be playing dragon decks. People with existing dragon decks are going to get this land. I'm going to want it for my dragon deck. Oh, it's pretty solid. Pretty solid. Then it looks like we're getting the Gain Life lands back. Tranquil Cove, Dismal Backwaters, all that jazz for the common land cycle.
Ooh.
We're getting a special treatment of Dragon Eye lands, which I like.
Love them.
Then you get full art lands of the plains with shadows of dragons on them. That's pretty solid. Then you got the regular lands. Then you got special treatments. We're just kind of skimming past here because we're almost done with this whole segment. All that special treatments. We had special. Did you say Chamil?
No, I said ultimatums.
Ultimatums, yes. Well, you should be upset about these because usually I kick your butt with Ruinous Ultimatum and Eerie Ultimatum in the same deck.
Uh-huh.
My dinosaur deck. We are getting the fetch lands back only in the collector's boosters as special guest cards. Harder to get, but worth it.
Boo-hoo.
But this set, you're getting a chance to get all 10 of the lands out of the sets. That's pretty
nice. Yeah, it is.
And that, my friend, is the top of the spoilers.
Nice.
No. Hold on. I don't know what happened to us.
Did you lose where I was? No? You're losing everyone. Ah.
Oh, hello.
Hold on.
Hello. What's happening?
Notice that we spent the least amount of time on my guy. When he was clicking through everybody, you know, it's like, oh, hello, and then click away. We don't want Dan up on the screen. I see how it is.
Yeah, that's exactly what was going on. Hey, Kjc says, hey, woohoo. Just got home. I didn't miss the whole show. No.
Cool.
Hey, Cane Shaker, sorry we missed you last night.
Mhm.
Yeah, those fetch lands do look sweet. Would love to get some of them.
Yeah, I would too.
All right. So, what are you guys' thoughts on the set? I mean, I'm obviously excited for it. I'm biased because, like I said, it's like my anniversary set. It's with me and my wife and stuff.
So far, they ain't spoiled enough of it. But from what I can tell, that they spoiled. Love it.
That's good. He's like the little hand heart. I can't really do it. I got like small fingers.
Love it.
He's like I got it. I got it. Love it. Dragging my heart down. You're dragging my heart down, Tarkir. I love you. Why can't I?
Yeah,
get
so
you?
far I would say I love it. It looks great. I'm liking what I see. I'm glad that I'm getting a collector booster box
Mhm.
now because, like, I definitely want them fetch lands.
Mm-hmm. I just want a couple of the fetch lands, enough to go into a couple of decks, and that's it.
Yep, pretty much.
Look, I called it that the set would do with fetch lands. I thought they'd probably be in the set, but they're not. So I wasn't 100% correct about my guess. But they are making a call back in this set, which is amazing. Because one, I will drop the prices down of them a little, and you'll be able to get more from the singles in. You might not get the fancy version you want. Maybe you will, depending how that turns out. Because sometimes the fancier versions cost less because they're newer. But you will definitely be able to snag some on the cheaper end, which will be exciting because on this channel, I love reprints. Most of you guys love reprints.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to see them reprinting the fetch lands, but I'm also disappointed that they're not in the main set.
I'm disappointed that they're not in the main set, but my question is, what is in the main set? What will be in the main set? Because it is a 3-color set, and like last time, they had the fetch lands, they had the game lifelines. Are we going to get a different land cycle in the set? That'd be good to know.
Yeah, that'd be nice to know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's gonna be solid. It's gonna be solid. Oh, solid. I'm excited for it. Cane Checker is gonna come up here visit me. He's gonna bring a box of Dragonstorm here so we can draft together. Yeah, that's how it's gonna work. Because that's how it works.
Nice.
No, I'm kidding. He's not. I'm just making that up. But yeah, I'm so stoked for it. So we know it's coming out. Like, when is the release date for sure? Is it?
I believe it's the 19th, 18th, 19th, somewhere. I think it's one of those 2 days. And I think that's, when it releases out on paper.
April 11th is when it comes out.
11th? I thought that was just a pre-release.
It's expected to be released globally on April 11th, 2025. So, yeah. Yeah. So, in April.
April.
Yeah. Yeah. So, it's going to be excited. It's going to that'd be awesome. I could, too. Well, you should come here and draft with the preacher and me. That would be awesome.
Yep.
That would sure be awesome. But hell yeah, it's so crazy, so good. The set is amazing.
It's a pretty cool set.
Oh yeah, and I predict there'll be a card with just a head on it for KJ.
Draco Genesis.
Hey, we got to get more jars and heads and jars and magic, so that way I can make my deck.
Right. So not everybody's left out. They want to be exclusive to people, or they want to be more inclusive to everybody. And being ahead of jars is one of the parts of being everybody.
I don't know.
Yep.
There's a possibility that the folks at Wizards of the Coast might be biased against people who are in jars.
All right.
I don't know.
But all right.
Sure, it's crystal clear to you, cowboy.
So, what's your prediction for the next card, Tortoise?
My prediction for the next card. Well, my prediction is that we're going to see a color spell that's going to be good in every deck.
Okay.
Like it might not be like a banger card, but my predictions we're going to see a color spell that either like mana fixes in every deck in the limited format and does all that stuff. Yeah.
Very cool.
K-Chick says I predict that any board wipes in the release, SFT will scoop them up and put them into the decks. That's right.
You know he will.
Don't tease me with a good board wipe. Mm-hmm. That should be like on a shirt. Don't tease me with a good board wipe.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about a board wipe card, but my prediction is they're going to come up with a card that counters board wipes. And this card will be like the reverse board wipe, and it'll be a sleeper card. He'll play it out. It probably won't look like it does anything, but you try to play a board wipe, and it'll mirror image back.
Wow.
Nice.
That'd be a bad A card.
That'd be like heroic intervention.
It won't do anything unless somebody plays a board wipe.
Yeah, well, you should suggest that to Watsy. Maybe they'll come out with that.
Yeah, maybe we'll see that heroic intervention in the set. That's
I already did.
Flavor.
People at Watsy watch this show all the time. I'm pretty sure.
Right.
So
they eyeball us.
The fact that I just said it, now they have the idea. It's in the ball's in their court now. I've already done my part. Just saying.
Just saying.
Just saying.
Yes.
But all right, my friends. It's been fun chatting, but we got to get to this part of this.
Hit that subscribe button. Become a part of the creep.
Too much to take. So it's lit. MTG3, are you game? Rise, creep, rise, building a following as we gain. Spitting fire like a dragon, no one can bring us down. MTG3 in the house, we own this town. Ripping through the beats with a fury.
Back Kenny Shaker while I was in transition says SFT needs a shirt that says bull wipes are bust. That's right.
Great. That's great.
Man, it's like you guys think I play board wipes. I'm very anti board wipes. I like my creatures.
Yeah,
what was that?
them.
Yeah.
You
What
love
was that?
them.
What was that one deck you had? Like what? 6 board wipes.
You mean the
Yeah,
one
he
that
lives-
has 12 board wipes in it?
Yes, he loved board wipes. Yeah, no doubt about it.
Well, look, my job is to keep your board clear, right? Clear your
Yeah.
board. Clear your board. But you know what we need to do? We need a palate cleanser. We need to relax. We need to breathe.
We need to cast board wipes.
We're going to cast Rudis Ultimatum, so all your stuff gets destroyed, not mine. But anyways, we need to get to the shill section. We're going to start shilling. And we're going to start shilling with the kitty cat of the group, which is Hellwheeler.
Hey. All right. It's Wednesday. So it's podcast night.
Woo-woo.
And it is International Read to You Day. So we will be reading something. Don't know what, but something. Still chance, though, if there's something you want to hear, maybe a short, and I do mean short, we're not sitting here for hours reading, but a short story or a poem that you'd like us to read out, let us know in either of our Discords.
I was going to
It will-
say that encyclopedia.
No, Dan still is trying to get me to do the dictionary. It's not happening. But
Everybody wants to hear Jesse speaking British, and so we're just going to do the Jesse Hellwheeler reads the dictionary. We're going to sell it as merchandise, and it's going to make a lot of money.
Oh yeah,
I'd buy that for $1.
But it will. The podcast will go ahead as usual, normal time at 12 a.m. in the morning in Britain. So you guys can
12
take
a.m. in the morning.
That'll be 7 Central for us.
right.
Wow.
Nice.
Oh,
Well,
that is a good point. I
Yeah,
may have to see
so-
if there's a copy online, Cane Shaker.
So how many hours you from the Pacific time zone? Are you like 8, 11, 8, 9?
I have no idea because
She's 8 from she's 8 from Pacific.
8 from Pacific. Wow.
You guys are crazy. Now we're gonna roll on over to Rhino Blitz to Shill.
How you doing, guys? Am I supposed to read something?
No, you're supposed to show your channel, talk about your channel that you're gonna do.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna try to do it. Let me see if I can do it. All right.
You didn't get the script I sent you about the show?
No. See, I didn't get the script. I pulled a Frankie Muniz.
Decided you want to go fast?
Yeah, stream thingy isn't liking my thing.
Well, I got your link in the description though, in the chat.
Yeah, it's not working. Streamlabs isn't like it did. But anyways, guys, hi, I'm Rhino Blitz. I host a new channel that starts and airs its first episode tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. It is a new channel featuring Magic, The Gathering, both Commander and Standard on Arena, and video games, hobbies, and music and culture. Right now, we got 5 segments that we're going to air. They are starting on Wednesday today, Wicked Wednesdays. Then we got Saturday Night Slam, All Out Brawl Commander with your most powerful decks. Then we got Sunday afternoon at 3 p.m. We have Sunday Sling and Ping. It's hosted by the host, me, Brano Blitz, and the Bearded Veteran. Then Sunday night at 11 p.m. is our video game segment that I host called Who Wants the Smoke? 1v1 games online with guests and with subscribers or just random people who would like to just be a part of this venture. Then Monday nights, we have Monday Night Mayhem ran by me and my buddy DC. It's just regular bracket 3, bracket 4 commander. We'll have guests on the show. We'll have people come in and fill in for games. We'll live stream games. We'll be doing commentary, reveals, pack reveals, drops, stuff like that. On Wednesdays, on Wicked Wednesdays, is our host, Mythic Mage. And we will also do a live draft occasionally on Wednesdays, where we'll send packs out to a lucky guest or two on the show. And we'll either invite them in or do a virtual and do a live draft. So we got a lot of things on the move. We're working on sponsorships and all that. So you guys go look us up in the YouTube search bar. It's at Tap That for 2 is our channel. And you can catch all the updates there.
Yeah, and your channel link is in the chat. I was able to share it for you.
Cool.
All right. Now, thinking of heads rolling, explosive mind being destroyed, we got KJ Cowboy in a jar.
Hey, howdy, hey, boys and girls. So, as Jesse said, we are going to be doing the podcast with International Read to Me Day, where we're going to do a little read of sorts. I will be reading a monologue from Star Wars. So let's hope that audition takes. We will be having a guest joining us tonight. I'm not sure if you've ever heard of this person, but Rhino Blitz, I believe. Yeah, Rhino Blitz. You might have never heard of this person before, but they are starting a brand new channel that you probably may have just heard about the last couple of days. And Rhino Blitz is going to be joining us as our guest tonight. And So you can either watch us live or watch Rhino Blitz's video drop at the same time. I suggest you come over and watch us, then watch the video after it drops. So that way you can get to know Rhino a little bit better and then see his video. Also, like I said, Jesse and I are going to be reading to you tonight for a little bit. We are going to play What Balloons Tower Defense after the podcast. So if you want to play with us, probably, yeah. So
And Cane Shaker has amazingly and very well thoughtfully chosen my read tonight.
yeah, I look forward to that. Like, and the cat and the hat and that.
And that.
Go on an adventure. The thingamajigger's up and away.
So yeah, we're gonna have fun tonight. Join us. You can play along because we're gonna play some party games after the thing, whether it be balloons or something else.
All right, have fun. We're gonna see what Hillbilly has to offer. Tantalize people, Hillbilly. Sell them. You're muted. This is the weather forecast.
Can you sign, Hillbilly?
It's time to use those miming skills.
That's right.
I mean, it was working all fine, all show, and it's just decided, nope. This is
Dag
my-
Blaggett. That's right.
Just decided nope. We wished nope into existence.
See, I can read lips, so
Yeah.
but the translation only comes out in Minecraft Villager.
Wow.
Well, it might take him a bit. So,
Aw.
Hillbilly's going to go live around 2 o'clock this afternoon. He's going to play some arena, and today's Wednesday, so he's going to probably rank up a little. Tuesdays are his play against viewers, right? And tomorrow, me and him are going to play some Commander. That's right. There you go. And a little chance of vegetarian meatballs. All right. The super fast tortoise here tonight. I don't know exactly because I'm still in a weird week trying to figure out my time schedule between wife's lunchtime, new hours, different hours. Because those hours this week will change next week. But I either play a video game today or put a Commander game in today. I'll figure out with something simple. I thought I heard Hillbilly's voice. No, that's Coogee Dude's clock. I want to thank everybody for being awesome and being part of the show. I want to thank Rhino, MTG, Hellwheeler, Coogee Dude, kjcowboydan for being here and being clear, being amazing. What's up? Oh yeah, and
The song of the day is "The Wizard" by Uriah Heep. Yay!
Yay.
Right. It's been a while since we did that. Kind of spaced it off, to be honest.
Yeah, I know. I understand because I'm not here a lot.
You should be here all the time.
I know.
What kind of
My
Niners
schedule-
fan are you when you're not here all the time? No, kidding.
Terrible. I'm just terrible. Terrible situation.
All right. Well, The Wizard by who?
Uriah Heep.
Mariah Heap.
Uriah Heep.
All right.
It's an excellent album. It's from the old days.
All right. Cane Shaker says he's hoping to score some of that yummy taffy from Hillbilly. All right. But anyway, I want to thank you guys for being here today. Thank you for being part of the show. We are about 2 hours in the show. It's been a long show, longer than we normally go. But this week alone, we're able to go extend. But I want to remind you that you, right there, you are loved. Someone's thinking about you. And if you can, brighten someone's day because he might be the change someone needs today in their life. So if you see someone that just needs a little pick me up, be that person. And with that, my friends, I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for being part of the channel. And Remember, eat your Cookie Crisp nice.
I totally want to thank you for watching today's video. I really appreciate it, 100%. Like this video as if it's your favorite kind of pizza, dude. And if you wouldn't mind, consider smashing that subscribe button and hit that bell for notifications. Every one of these things you do helps the channel out a lot.
The moves, the strategies, and the flares. Super fast tortoise is running the show. The crowd goes wild wherever he goes. Shall some go the tortoise way. He's the one to watch, the king of MTG.